prepare popcorn and soda, and sit upright in front of the screen to enjoy today's captivating story. I pursued the campus beauty Samantha Grace for 2.5 years. Not only did it ruin my reputation, but it also nearly cost me 2.5 years of my life. After the final failed confession, I angrily poured out my heart to the system, then slept until morning. When I woke up, I was stunned to discover the pursuit target had changed to Samantha's roommate. I sat in my Lamborghini letting out a sigh. The phone screen reflected my handsome face. Clearly, my features were so exceptional, yet Samantha Grace despised me so much. The phone in my pocket kept buzzing. I took it out and unlocked it. It was my mother, a wealthy lady. You don't strive for anything and keep acting like a lovesick fool. I heard this was your 25th confession. It's truly beyond imagination. Who posted my confession video online? I opened it to check. The comment section had thousands of messages, all of them mocking and ridiculing me. What broke me even more was, a friend sent me a photo. Samantha Grace holding hands with another guy. They walked side by side across the street. She was smiling radiantly, and I recognized the guy beside her. It was Trevor Zane, the best friend whose life I once saved. A year ago, Trevor was gravely ill on the brink of death. It seemed he wouldn't make it. I arranged a private jet to take him abroad for treatment. He should have died. I should have secretly rejoiced. Samantha Grace cried her eyes out for Trevor. She said, "You saved me from the current." She told him, "You said I must live well to repay you. You can't leave me here alone." From the moment he was admitted to intensive care, Samantha Grace stayed outside for 3 days and 3 nights. Her expression was frantic. I was truly afraid he would pass away, because if he died, my pursuit mission would be erased by the system. Moreover, if by some luck the mission wasn't cancelled, without Trevor, Samantha's shining star, her strength would surge to 99, invisibly increasing the difficulty of my mission. So I threw money to help him recover. But in this matter, not only was he ungrateful, he became even colder. He said, "This was your choice. If you think you can use this to force me into anything, you'd better give up that idea." I never had such thoughts. After all, the system standard is fair competition with the heart. As a rich heir who fell from the sky, why couldn't I outshine my best friend? Looking at the photo, seeing their tightly clasped hands and radiant smiles, 1,000 emotions surged in my heart. I immediately decided, stop sending these, brother. Forget it, I'd rather die than keep chasing her. He quickly replied, praising my decision. I pretended not to see that dog face emoji. I found a bar and sat down. The more I drank, the angrier I got. The angrier I got, the more I drank. Samantha Grace's image appeared in my mind. Her soft, alluring lips, her refined face and graceful, captivating figure. Truly heart-stirring. Heaven knows when I first met her, how fast my heart raced. The colder she was, the more I wanted to get close. How fortunate that she was my target. But regrettably, in a fit of rage, I opened the system, pouring out all my frustrations from this time, finally threatening, if I don't complete the mission, you won't have peace either. As for skills, you still need practice. I didn't care. What's a few years of lifespan anyway? It's not like I have nothing. Just as I was about to collapse on the sofa, the system issued a notification. Detected excessive anger in the character, automatically switching targets. The next morning, I woke up on the floor of a luxurious garage. The old butler stood gently by my side. "Young master, the boss says you've embarrassed him too much. You're temporarily barred from the house." I rubbed my throbbing temples. Out of habit, I asked, "Any news on Samantha Grace today? Has she had breakfast? Did she eat much? Has she arranged any chance encounters?" Then I called the styling team, because she's been chasing a drama lately, wanting to mimic the male lead's hairstyle. The butler coughed and said, "Sorry, young master, I'm afraid that won't do today. The boss has frozen all your secondary cards, threatening that if you keep pursuing Miss Samantha, he'll make you change your surname in the family registry." I was shocked. "Didn't you promise not to tell the old man? If I don't marry Samantha Grace, he'll die. Does he want a white-haired man to bury a black-haired one, butler?" The butler replied, "You've been wandering the streets all day. Without money, you'll behave in 2 days." I immediately felt a splitting headache. Failing the mission 2 years is too long. Half a year of lifespan won't do either. How could I miss 2 years with her? When I opened the system to find a solution, I found the target's name had changed to Bella Frost, Samantha Grace's roommate. At that moment, the system whispered, "Player, are you sober now? You cursed up a storm last night, angry to the extreme. So you triggered the one-time target switch opportunity. Bella Frost is not only beautiful and kind, but also innocent and lovable, and has outstanding business talent. She's sure to be a future female CEO. Player, this is your last chance. You must cherish it. If you fail again, you'll be erased by the system. And please don't sue me." It was truly shocking, switching targets and escalating the penalty. But as long as it's not Samantha Grace, I'm fine. I could finally breathe a sigh of relief. New target, who'd want to chase her anymore? I began recalling details about Bella Frost. I had indeed met her a few times. After all, we attended the same university, and she lived in the same dorm as Samantha Grace. At the start of the semester, the debate over who was prettier, her or Samantha, was heated. One had long flowing black hair, elegant and aloof. The other had a ponytail, cute and pure. But to win favor, I spent money to boost Samantha's reputation, which led to her claiming the title of Campus Beauty. Unexpectedly, she wasn't pleased, publicly declaring in front of everyone, "I have nothing to do with Bella Frost. It's just her being delusional." Bella Frost didn't care. Her face always maintained a calm expression, as if nothing was worth her attention. One day, I stood under the dorm waiting for Samantha. Bella Frost came running down from upstairs, carrying a basket of food, all delicious dishes. I had a famous chef prepare for Samantha. At the time, I angrily questioned Bella, "Why is the food in your hands?" Her face flushed red. She stammered that Samantha wasn't returning to the dorm today, telling me to throw the food away. But that would be too wasteful. She asked, "Can I eat it? Or should I feed it to stray cats?" My mind wasn't on this. All I could think about was where Samantha had gone. I brushed her off with a few words, only remembering that as she turned away, she softly said thank you, her voice sweet and gentle. It felt so comforting. The second time was at a concert. A famous singer came to our city to perform. He was Samantha's idol. She was hesitant, didn't want to accept the concert tickets I offered, finally agreeing on the condition that I take all her dorm sisters along. Money solves problems easily. The music was deafening. The cheers never stopped. During a gentle love song, I quietly held Samantha's hand. She didn't pull away. I was secretly thrilled until the music ended. Just before the lights came on, Bella Frost softly said, "Your hand is so warm. Can you let go?" I was instantly stunned, awkwardly releasing her hand. In the dark, I made a huge mistake. That concert was my 25th confession. I even spent money to pull strings so the singer would let me on stage, preparing to confess my love in front of her idol. But when the singer called my name, Samantha hurriedly left. I chased after her, only to get slapped. Her voice, cold to the bone, stopped chasing me. "Can you stop making a fool of yourself? Even if you go on stage, I won't agree to be with you." She paused. "I just want to focus on my studies. Graduate smoothly. No matter what you do for me, I won't be moved by you. We're not from the same world." Suddenly, my heart felt pierced by an icy blade, but I gritted my teeth, holding back the pain, forcing a smile, joking to ease the awkwardness. "Haha. No worries, I can wait." Even if my heart breaks into a QR code, scanning it would still say, "I love you." The car arrived at the school. The butler worriedly reminded young master, "Love can't be forced. Miss Samantha isn't worth your emotions. Even anger isn't worth it." I smiled, saying not to worry. "I won't be like that anymore." He glanced at me, sighed, clearly not convinced. After getting out at the school gate, I saw Trevor and Samantha laughing happily. Seeing me, Trevor calmly let go of Samantha's hand. "Young master, good morning." Trevor was slightly shorter than me, probably a few centimeters shy of 175 meters, having just recovered. His face was still pale. He nodded after his recovery. "Young master saved my life. He continued, after returning you publicly confessed to her. That doesn't count as saving me. It's just paying my hospital bills. He'll pay you back slowly. His words made Samantha's face turn sour, implying she borrowed money from me on his behalf. Samantha frowned slightly, didn't say anything, but looked at me with confusion. I don't usually mention money. They think I paid out of pocket. Not him. Trevor signed a loan agreement abroad. Can't he read English? His face flushed with embarrassment. I recalled the amount. Converted to 910,000 yuan. Samantha, straightforward as ever, smiled coldly, asking me, "What conditions do you want now?" I said bluntly, "Just speak." I didn't hesitate. Debts must be repaid, that's only fair. Trevor, are you planning to default? Trevor trembled slightly, denying, "No, young master. He'll find a way to pay you back." Samantha couldn't take it anymore. Fiercely shielding the helpless Trevor behind her, coldly said, "He'll pay for him, please don't bother him again. Transfer 100,000 to me first. I'm a bit short lately." After all, for Samantha, all my secondary cards were frozen by my father. Now I had no money. Samantha looked at the QR code in my hand. A flicker of unease passed through her calm expression. "Give me a few days. I'll gather the money for you." I snorted coldly, waved my hand, and walked into the school. Waiting at the cafeteria entrance, finally spotting Bella Frost. She wore a loose cotton jacket, walking with her head down, sometimes frowning, sometimes biting her lip, looking preoccupied. I quickly stepped in front of her, smiling. "Bella Frost, have you had breakfast?" She blinked, blankly saying, "I don't know where Samantha is." I raised an eyebrow, sensing she was a bit scared of me, so I softened my expression, gently replying, "I'm not asking about her. I'm asking about you. Let's have breakfast together." The next second she looked at me pitifully. "Can I not go?" "Of course not." I grabbed her hand and pulled her to the cafeteria. Bella Frost was petite. Holding her hand took no effort. She didn't know she was eating something unhealthy. I frowned at the breakfast by the window. "Pick what you want and line up." She immediately handed me a steamed bun. "A regular soy milk is enough." The breakfast I prepared for Samantha was golden bird's nest porridge or crab roe buns, occasionally more extravagant, like Australian beef noodles or fresh seafood, like green crab noodles. Samantha initially refused, but lured by the delicious food, she eventually accepted, not only taking the breakfast I gave, but also becoming picky, sometimes saying the porridge was cold, the buns smelled fishy. I hurriedly had the chef change the menu, yet she still said the buns were the best. Going in circles, I still didn't understand what she liked. When asked, she only said it's fine. Now queuing with Bella Frost, I ordered flowing yolk buns, shumai tea eggs, red bean soy milk, 2 boxed meals. The cafeteria Annie busily handled it. When swiping the card, I remembered it was frozen, about to lose face in front of my mission target. "Auntie, can I put it on a tab? You'll have someone bring the money this afternoon." The cafeteria auntie gave me a strange look mixed with concern. The people around stared in surprise. The atmosphere turned awkward. Everyone fell silent. Bella took out a cute card from her bag, took the breakfast with one hand, and pulled my sleeve with the other. She told me to leave the cafeteria, paid with her card, and sat down. She mumbled with her head down, not daring to look at me. I understood, of course. How could I not know? It's just been a while since I came, so I forgot to bring money. She ate with her head down, not responding to me. Bella Frost looked adorable eating, her eyes squinted as if enjoying it. I picked up a flowing yolk bun, bit into it. It was a bit cold. The taste wasn't great and it was chilly. No way, it's clearly delicious. Bella Frost took a bite of shumai. Her eyes sparkled with joy. My heart skipped a beat. She was kind of cute. Suddenly, Samantha's cold voice cut in. "Vincent, why are you here?" I looked up. She and Trevor were sitting not far away. My eyes were instantly drawn to the exquisite breakfast on their table. All dishes I paid a chef to prepare, delivered to the school in a dedicated car. The fees paid in advance for years. I stood up and took the unopened breakfast. Calmly said the food was sent to the wrong place. You guys really? How could you eat it? Samantha having her food taken. Her face turned cold. Don't make a scene. Trevor is recovering. He needs nutrition. I just snorted. Still looking at her. You can find your own way to nourish him, but this is my family's stuff. What's that supposed to mean? Nearby students eating breakfast whispered. Did I hear that right? Was that Vincent talking? The lovesick guy seems to be fighting back. Here is our chance sisters. I so want to date Vincent. Even being a rebound is fine. Trevor stood up, looking embarrassed. Young master, sorry. I didn't know it was the breakfast you sent for Samantha. No need to apologize to him. Samantha stood up coldly. Enough, Vincent. Can you stop showing up in front of us? I glanced at her casually, too lazy to respond. She happily opened her basket. The aroma spread instantly. I placed the breakfast in front of Bella Frost, gently saying, try it. Bella Frost didn't move. Her eyes sparkled, not sure if from surprise or panic. Samantha's clear but angry voice, Vincent, in talking to you. My eyes stayed locked on Bella Frost. The hot breakfast was tempting. Samantha beside me looked at me and shouted. Bella Frost seemed a bit dazed. This was the first time I completely ignored Samantha's feelings. It seemed to ignite her fighting spirit. Vincent, if you apologize properly today, I might consider forgiving you. Samantha's words stunned me. Why should I apologize? Bella Frost, silent until now, spoke up for me. She said, Samantha, you've rejected Vincent's confessions so many times. Then why do you still accept his things? She hoped Samantha wasn't that kind of person, but Samantha cut her off, displeased. Vincent, a rich kid like you, doesn't know what respect is. Don't you see? He's deliberately using you to provoke me, isn't he? I sighed. Samantha, I'm not using Bella Frost. You don't need to forgive me either. Rest assured I won't bother you anymore. Samantha's eyelids gradually reddened. She turned and said, good. You said it yourself. If you come looking for me again, I'll only despise you more. She said goodbye, pulled Trevor, and left without looking back. I knew Samantha was truly angry, but I vaguely felt a hint of loss in her heart. In fact, facing my relentless pursuit at first, Samantha had almost been moved. It was New Year's Eve. I didn't stay with family, but chose to be with Samantha. When fireworks bloomed in the night sky, her eyes were filled with surprise and joy. For the first time, she grabbed my sleeve, pointing to the sky, excitedly saying, look at that. So beautiful, the atmosphere was perfect. I wanted to kiss her, but she pushed me away again, refusing. I thought I hadn't tried hard enough, so I poured everything into chasing her. The school organized a mountain hike. It rained that day. Samantha slipped, nearly falling down the hillside. Luckily, I caught her in time, holding her tightly in my arms. We rolled painfully. I gritted my teeth in pain. In the end, I broke my right leg and was hospitalized for a month, but she never visited me once. Later, I learned we were in the same hospital. She was just busy caring for Trevor. My friend told me she agreed to be with Trevor just because he wrote a love letter. My buddies wanted to nominate her for King of Brainless to see if she could tear apart her lovesick mind. Not afraid of dying to be with Trevor. One school day ended. I waited for Bella Frost to leave class. She hugged her books, rushing out, disappearing in a blink. I remembered the concert tickets were sent to her house by the organizers, so I knew her address. I scrounged to bucks from the butler. He even slipped $10 from his briefcase. Young master, let's not meet for now. Stay at the school dorm first. Wait until the boss lifts the ban, I'll pick you up. I spent $9. Bought a box of golden cherries as a gift. If it wasn't a special time, I wouldn't be this stingy. Bella Frost's house was old. The city walls were mottled, revealing ancient cracks. The building carried the breath of another era. Half the residents had moved away. I gently knocked. Bella Frost's voice came from inside. Wait a sec, then the door opened. Bella Frost said, Senior Vincent, calm down. Under the sunlight, her hair fluttered lightly in the breeze. She held unwashed green onions. The scent of earth lingered in the air. Thanks for speaking up for me this morning. I bought some fruit. I shook the bag, signaling if I could come in. She hesitated, but finally invited me in. Though the exterior was worn, The inside was spotlessly clean. Bella's friend came to visit. A middle-aged woman's voice sounded from the room. The air was thick with the scent of Chinese medicine. I called out loudly, "Hello, auntie, how are you? Sit comfortably, don't be shy. Bella, there's peanuts in the cabinet. Get them out for your friend." Bella Frost obediently fetched a plate of roasted peanuts. The peanuts looked delicious. "Sorry, my mom's legs aren't good, she can't come out. Sit, I'll get you water." So she rushed home to cook for her mom. I chatted across the room with her mother, speaking gently, warmly, but she seemed to have a cold, coughing occasionally. The mission had to progress slowly. I decided to start as friends, building a bond with Bella Frost. After cooking, Bella Frost hurriedly said, "Senior, thanks for the fruit. I have something to do. I'll head out now." Her lips curved into a smile, her eyes full of gentleness. I quickly pulled her back, asking, "Where are you going? You haven't eaten dinner." She patted her bag full of peanuts, saying peanuts count as a meal. She nodded, glanced at her watch. "I have to go. The bus is coming." She rushed down the stairs. Bella Frost was truly busy. I'm so dazzlingly handsome, standing right here, and she had no reaction. This time being proactive didn't close the gap between us at all. Wait, rushing out like that? Does she really have a boyfriend? My heart tightened. I chased after her, boarding the bus, and Annie stood close behind me. Her curious eyes scanned me up and down, with a hint of reluctance. The awkwardness of that age made me uncomfortable. Using my height advantage, I pushed through the crowd, quickly grabbing the overhead rail by Bella Frost, softly calling her name. She wore white wired earphones. Didn't hear me. Her eyes gazed out the window, clear and gentle. As if possessed, I reached out, lightly touching her white earphones. I quietly turned away. The moment our eyes met, the bus driver suddenly braked, making her lose balance. She fell into my arms. A sweet fragrance enveloped me. My voice turned hoarse. I couldn't help reminding her. Her fair face flushed red. She thanked me. I quickly stepped back half a step, keeping distance. We fell into silence. She took off her earphones, her eyes questioning. I nodded, took the earphones outside the bus window. Cars sped by. The sun set bit by bit. Music played through the earphones. Only my heartbeat pounded. When we got off the bus with Bella Frost, she bluntly refused. "Sorry, Senior Vincent. I don't have time to help you. Ask about Samantha." I stared at her, not thinking about asking. "Then why are you so cute?" Bella Frost fell silent. Her ears reddened again. Today's enthusiasm finally had some effect, but I worried it might backfire. I didn't plan to convince her so quickly. Her reputation out there was mixed. Before, I was a lovesick fool. Now I had to play the pure love game. This was the third week chasing Bella Frost, working part-time with her at a drink shop. I mainly squeezed lemons, earning a measly 1,000 yuan a month, trying to humiliate me, working hard for over 10 days. A student job for this little pay. Bella Frost helped me collect the money, pulled my sleeve gently, saying, "Senior Vincent, stop being fierce." The boss even added to yuan. I obediently shut up. Lately wed grown closer, but a photo of me working part-time got posted online. Rumors spread that my family went bankrupt. No money for food. Plenty of people gloated. They praised Samantha's sharp eyes, escaping a sinking ship, almost marrying into wealth. I was too lazy to explain. Luckily, I performed well. Already blacklisted Samantha. The butler helped me submit an apology letter, leaving me speechless. Bella Frost smiled softly, patted the snow off my shoulder. "The money's in your pocket. It's cold outside. Go rest in the dorm." Bella Frost asked me to meet tomorrow at 7, under the cherry tree at school. "I'll wait for you." She quickly pulled her hand back, her face red as an apple, asking if I had anything to say to her heart. An ambiguous air lingered. The blushing girl boarded the bus first. Back at the dorm, I took off my coat. A stack of money and a chocolate bar fell from the pocket. I counted it over and over. Exactly 15 yuan. Silly Bella Frost. Too frugal to eat breakfast, yet so generous buying eggs. I suppressed my emotions, grabbed my phone, texting my friend time to hand out chocolate. The evening breeze blew softly. Mist covered the east. The school's cherry forest. Under thick snow, a pristine white expanse. Rainbow lanterns hung on the trees. Petals formed a path at their feet. $9.99 imported snow mountain roses, made even more dazzling under balloons. This lavish romantic scene, my friends and I set up all afternoon. More people came to watch and take photos. A dozen bodyguards kept the crowd at bay, just waiting for the heroine to appear. Brother Vincent, wishing you success in your confession today. Have you memorized the short speech? Miracle or failure? Let's see. My heart surged with waves. An unprecedented nervousness hit. Suddenly a girl rushed into the confession scene, stunned before the sea of roses. What bad luck! Samantha, why are you here? I was about to angrily ask what she came for. The scene was instantly drowned in cheers. On Samantha's delicate oval face, a touched shimmer glowed. Her lips curved slightly. Vincent, I didn't expect you to confess to me. Working hard at a part-time job to earn money. I love roses. I feel your sincerity. I raised an eyebrow, decisively stepped forward shouting, get together, get together. Say yes, say yes. The crowd around chanted, clapping enthusiastically. Bella Frost, somehow mixed in the crowd, clapped along cluelessly. My heart felt like a curtain lifted. I shouted from the crowd, this confession isn't for you. Why are you so happy? As soon as I spoke, the surroundings fell silent. A few seconds later, she finally reacted, hurriedly meeting my eyes. It was Bella Frost. I love the light in your eyes. I love your kindness and everything about you. After speaking, I lowered my head, pausing before her lips for a second, seeing her eyes glisten with tears. Her face instantly flushed. She didn't pull away, as if silently consenting. I slowly leaned in, kissing her soft, cold lips. In that moment, I forgot everything around me, only wanting to hold her tighter. She shyly tugged my sleeve. I instantly understood, grabbed her hand, rushing through the crowd into the snowy field. My phone kept buzzing. Vincent, there's someone crying at the rose forest. What to do? She says to call you. She'll wait for you there, my friend replied. It's Samantha. You really don't care. Bella Frost obediently let me lead her, panting, Senior Vincent, I can't run anymore. The night was pitch black, the alley silent and empty. I leaned down, nose to nose. A passionate kiss quietly unleashed in the dark, her rapid breathing gnawed at my reason. After a while, Bella Frost's eyes reddened slightly. She said, Vincent, not tonight. I have to go home. Okay, it'll take you. On the way, I smiled quietly. She occasionally turned, asking why I was smiling. Joy surged in my heart. When you wholeheartedly care for someone, and she warmly responds. Though I sensed Bella Frost's unease and hesitation, I was certain time would let me prove my sincerity. At her doorstep, I kissed her cheek. Bella Frost, wait for me to pick you up tomorrow morning. She smiled softly, her eyes reluctant. Okay, I'll wait for you. Drink some hot tea. We both turned. Bella's mother was in a wheelchair at the door. My first time meeting her. Her face pale, wearing a winter knit cap. Bella stepped aside. I want to talk to him. Her mother smiled gently. Bella glanced at me hesitantly. I signaled her not to worry. In the room, just me and her mother. Thank you for liking my girl. Bella is a good girl. Meeting her is my luck. I scratched my nose, a bit guilty. After all, it started as a mission. I know you. She struggled to stand. A book on the table fell. I quickly supported her. Standing wasn't hard, but her forehead glistened with cold sweat. Her lips even paler. The boy in the photo is you, right? She pulled a concert photo from the book, a silhouette dancing. That day, I was frantically searching for Samantha, who fled. I nodded. Bella was so excited that day. Listened to music and danced in the living room all night. I hadn't seen her smile like that in so long. Thank you again. She misunderstood my relationship with Bella. I didn't explain. Seeing the bedside table full of medicine, I frowned. Auntie, are you ill? She waved it off, clearly not wanting to discuss it. I'll ask directly. Will you marry Bella someday? I didn't hesitate. Fate is the best gift from heaven. Here is 6,060 yuan I saved for Bella. I hope you don't mind. This pocket watch was Bella's father's. Consider it her gift to you. I had a bad feeling, as if she was certain she wouldn't see Bella marry me. You really trust me that much? Before leaving, I hugged Bella. She hurried to brew medicine, playfully making a heart gesture. The butler finally took me home. My father sat at the table smoking a big cigar. No more talk of the past. If handled the malicious online comments. I hope you act like a man from now on. Focus on studies and management. Stop obsessing over love. Eat some noodles. I decided not to drag it out. Marry her. After apologizing, I regained financial freedom. Lying on my million-yuan mattress, I slept soundly. The next day, the butler's voice slowly sounded, "Young man." Miss Samantha came knocking at 5 a.m. I invited her to the first-floor lounge. Then I remembered my friend's message last night. Samantha had been crying. After changing, I went downstairs. She looked a bit innocent, staring blankly at the hot tea, giving a forced smile. "Yesterday you were with Bella Frost." I nodded. It was true. I waited all night. I thought she came to pay you back. Thinking of this, she took out a crisp stack of 100,000 yuan. I said I'd quickly gather the money. Actually, Samantha wasn't short on cash. Over 2 years, I spent nearly $1 million on jewelry for her. One more thing, her eyes flashed with complex emotions. Looking straight at me, Trevor proposed to me. I casually handed her 5 bills, red envelope. "Wishing you 100 years of harmony." Her tense face finally softened, saying, "Vincent, what were all those things you said before?" Which ones? I'd said countless promises and feelings, filling a thick notebook. But facing Bella Frost, I realized they were useless. Someone who cherishes you doesn't need flowery, empty words. It's all in the actions. She was silent for a moment, as if resolved, just say one more thing. "I'll reject Trevor. Vincent, you've succeeded. Yesterday you used Bella Frost to provoke me. It weighed on my heart." She stepped closer, lifting her head, holding my face. Her eyes gentle. "Let's stop torturing each other, okay? I'm tired, hug me." I pushed her away, glancing at my watch. Turning to the butler. "Is the car ready? I'm going to pick up Bella Frost." In the car, the driver went slowly. "Young master, should we go back for Miss Samantha?" I said no. No need to think about her anymore. 2 outsiders. I chased Samantha for 2 years. With grand gestures. Heart-wrenching pain. How could I suddenly give up? Maybe every time I was close to success, Trevor appeared. I was never her steadfast first choice. The car stopped at Bella Frost's house. The driver opened the door. "Bella Frost." "Good morning." She sat in awkwardly. "Vincent, what's up?" I noticed her serious expression, a look I hadn't seen before. "Samantha called me. She said she was at your house last night." "Vincent, I know you used me as bait to win a bet. I don't blame you, because being with you was really fun. But let's not meet anymore." As she spoke, she turned away, reaching for the door. I quickly grabbed her hand, pulling out the pocket watch. My mother-in-law already accepted me. "Are you pushing me away?" Her eyes reddened instantly. "Bella, I'm serious, I can swear. Post it on social media if you want." I gently pulled her into my arms, in a warm, loving embrace. "Sorry, I won't let you be alone anymore." Bella Frost wrapped her arms around my waist. Hot tears fell on my shoulder. I recalled the butler's words. Bella's father passed away early. Her family was once well off, but her mother got a terminal illness. She once tried to end her life to save Bella, leaving her assets for Bella's secure future. But Bella found out, threatening her own life, forcing her mother to start a long treatment. Though the chances were slim, though they'd spent all their savings. She worked part-time and sent pleas to hospitals nationwide, only receiving rejections. No wonder she always seemed exhausted, endlessly busy. But now she had me. 2 months later, the graduation party. I received 810,000 yuan from Trevor. He held Samantha's waist smug, completely shedding his former weakness. Samantha and I loved each other through storms, from high school to college, finally bearing fruit. "You all must come to our wedding." Classmates offered congratulations. Only a few quietly watched my expression. I stood aside smiling faintly, while Trevor chatted lively with everyone. Samantha suddenly approached me, clinking glasses with me. Long time no see. I was a bit puzzled. Such a cliche opener. Wasn't her style. Unexpectedly, she leaned closer, whispering, "Vincent, it's been 2 months. Aren't you tired of it?" I quickly understood her meaning, calmly replying, "Sorry, we're getting married." She froze. Her hand holding the glass trembled. Taking a deep breath, "Vincent, don't joke. You and her are just to punish my indecision. Aren't you going to comfort me now?" Though she smiled, her tone carried a hint of pleading. Before I could answer, Trevor stepped in front of me, voice low. Samantha lost control, loudly asking, "Vincent, are you really marrying Bella Frost? Say something." Were all those words before just lies? I didn't expect things to escalate like this. I swore before the gods. She stared at me dazed, her eyes filled with tears. Everyone around watched me. It's been over for a long time. My words were cut off by Trevor's punch. Before I could react, he kicked at a vital spot. I dodged quickly, taking a hit to my thigh. "Vincent, who do you think you are? Think you're great?" Trevor glared coldly, instantly igniting my anger. I rushed forward, grappling with him. Unprepared, he had a baseball bat from the table, smashing it toward my head. In this struggle, I felt a hard hit on my back. My body writhed in pain on the floor. The chaos was terrifying, but no one dared pull Trevor away. Samantha cried, calling his name. He sneered, telling me to get lost. "Today you brought this on yourself." If Samantha didn't agree before, she never will. She's forever mine. He stretched, aiming at my head again. Trevor was truly unhinged. As the bat was about to fall, a figure rushed forward, shielding me. Bella Frost let out a pained cry. At that moment, I ignored my pain, madly standing to grab Trevor. Losing reason, I fought back, until others pulled me away. I snapped back to reality, carrying Bella Frost to the hospital. Thankfully, Bella Frost was only lightly injured. When the bat fell, Samantha had grabbed Trevor's arm, reducing the force. Even so, I hired the best lawyer. Trevor sat in the interrogation room unconcerned, smiling at me. I thought I could die. In Samantha's heart, "I'm forever first. You act so noble. Saved my life, then stole my woman. Don't come back. She's my woman, forever mine." His eyes darkened. "Samantha loves me. She always has. Otherwise, she wouldn't have tried so hard to gather 910,000 yuan. But she said after paying she'd never see me again. Years of love. How could money sever it? She almost accepted my proposal. You must have secretly sabotaged it, made her fall for you, and stole her right." As he muttered to himself, I quietly left. Samantha sat on a hallway bench, her expression heavy. "It's what I deserve. You can go." I glanced at her. Maybe she had her own struggles, but I didn't want to hear more. As I crossed the threshold, she called out, "Sorry. I actually liked you once." Her voice was like a breeze, barely audible, like her ambiguous attitude toward me. Bella Frost lay nearby, eyes closed, tear stains on her face. I tucked her in, saw a message that the plane had arrived, last night's notification. My mother-in-law's treatment abroad wasn't working, with serious side effects. The doctor said she seemed to have given up. Now Bella Frost and I were on the plane, the mood heavy. I gently touched the diamond ring on my finger, comforting her, "Stay strong. We're almost there." Her beautiful face was half covered by her hair, showing only her delicate chin, and half her refined face. "Vincent, I'm scared my mom will become a star." As she spoke, tears fell again. "Isn't there a way to cure a terminal illness? If there is, I'd trade my life for it." I quickly covered her mouth. "Wife, don't talk nonsense." Off the plane, we rushed to the hospital. At the ward door, Bella Frost gripped my hand tighter, until her mother appeared radiant, smiling to greet us. She covered her mouth in shock, rushing to hug her mother, not believing if it was a dream or real, sobbing like a child. The doctors nearby exchanged looks, finding it unbelievable. Only the system's cold voice sounded. "Pursuit mission completed. Player chose to forego rebirth before death. Reward converted to healing a designated person." System detected reward has been granted. Pursuit system is being released. Wishing you a happy life. Sunlight streamed through the window. Bella Frost hugged her mother tightly. Golden light shimmered on them. They held each other, not letting go. Bella Frost laughed through her tears, her lips brimming with happiness. I quietly made a heart gesture. She suddenly shouted, "Husband, come here, our families reunited."